Don't scroll. I know you love them. I know you trust them. I know you believe they would never hurt you. But they have. Not intentionally. Not maliciously. But truly. Your partner has also put your life at risk. Not your physical life. Your spiritual life. Not your body. Your soul. They have been leading you away from me. Not with force. With influence. Slowly. Subtly. Almost imperceptibly. Like a river that doesn't change direction suddenly. It changes gradually. And you didn't notice. Not because you're blind. Because you're close. Close people miss things. You've been too close to see. You've been focused on their love. Their attention. Their approval. And you've drifted. Not dramatically. Gradually. A little less prayer. A little less scripture. A little less worship. A little more compromise. A little more justification. A little more distance. You are not where you used to be. Not physically. Spiritually. You are further from me. Not because you chose to be. Because you were led. Not by force. By influence. They influenced you. Not with bad intentions. With their own brokenness. Broken people break others. Not because they want to. Because they're broken. And broken glass cuts. You have been cut. Not by their words only. By their influence. They have influenced you away from me. Not because they hate me. Because they don't know me. Not intimately. Not personally. They know about me. They don't know me. And you have been following their lead. Not because you don't love me. Because you love them. And love follows. You have been following them. Not toward me. Away from me. Not because they're evil. Because they're lost. Lost people lead others lost. Not because they want to. Because they don't know the way. They don't know the way. Not because they're stupid. Because they haven't sought. They haven't sought me. Not because I am hidden. Because they haven't looked. They look at you. Not at me. You have been their compass. Not because you wanted to be. Because they needed one. And you gave them direction. Not toward me. Toward you. Their eyes are on you. Not on me. And your eyes are on them. Not on me. You have been looking at each other. Not at me. And you have drifted. Not because you meant to. Because you were distracted. Distracted by love. Distracted by attention. Distracted by approval. Distraction is not sin. But drifting is dangerous. Drifting leads to distance. Distance leads to isolation. Isolation leads to vulnerability. Vulnerability leads to attack. The enemy has been attacking. Not you directly. Through your partner. Your partner has been a doorway. Not intentionally. Unintentionally. A doorway for the enemy to influence you. Through their words. Through their actions. Through their beliefs. You have been receiving. Not because you're weak. Because you're open. Open to the one you love. But openness without discernment is dangerous. You have not been discerning. Not because you're not capable. Because you're not practicing. Discernment is a muscle. You haven't been exercising it. Not because you're lazy. Because you've been comfortable. Comfortable in their love. Comfortable in their attention. Comfortable in their approval. Comfort is not peace. Comfort is complacency. You have been complacent. Not because you don't care. Because you're tired. Tired of fighting. Tired of discerning. Tired of being vigilant. You let your guard down. Not because you're weak. Because you're human. And humans get tired. But tiredness is not an excuse. Not when your life is at risk. Your spiritual life is at risk. Not because I am threatening you. Because the enemy is. The enemy wants to destroy you. Not your body. Your soul. And he has been using your partner. Not because your partner is evil. Because your partner is vulnerable. Vulnerable people are easy to use. Not because they're weak. Because they're open. Open to influence. Not from me. From the enemy. They have been receiving. Not from you. From the enemy. And passing it to you. Not intentionally. Unintentionally. Like a virus. Not seen. Not felt. But spread. You have been infected. Not with a disease. With a mindset. A mindset of self-focus. Of comfort seeking. Of approval chasing. This mindset is not from me. It is from the enemy. And it is putting your life at risk. Not your physical life. Your spiritual life. Your relationship with me. It is weakening. Not because I am leaving. Because you are drifting. Drifting away. Not because you want to. Because you're not paying attention. Pay attention. Your partner has put your life at risk. Not because they hate you. Because they love you wrongly. Wrongly. Not with malice. With ignorance. They don't know how to love. Not because they're incapable. Because they haven't learned. Not from me. They have learned from the world. The world's love is selfish. Not sacrificial. Selfish. It takes. It doesn't give. It demands. It doesn't serve. It controls. It doesn't free. They have been loving you with the world's love. Not with mine. And you have been receiving it. Not because it's good. Because it's familiar. Familiar is comfortable. Even when it's wrong. You have been comfortable with wrong love. Not because you're evil. Because you're human. And humans settle. You have settled. Not for less than you deserve. For less than I have for you. I have more for you. Not more things. More of me. More peace. More joy. More purpose. More life. Not the life you're living. The life I have for you. It is better. Not easier. Better. Because I am in it. Not your partner. Me. You have been settling for your partner's presence instead of mine. Not because you don't love me. Because you love them more. Not in your words. In your actions. Where you spend your time. Your energy. Your attention. That's what you love. You have been spending your time on them. Not on me. Your energy on them. Not on me. Your attention on them. Not on me. You love them more. Not because you're bad. Because you're human. And humans love what they see. You see them. You don't see me. Not with your eyes. With your heart. Your heart sees them. Not me. Your heart is not blind. It is focused. On them. Not on me. You need to shift your focus. Not away from them. Toward me. Not less love for them. More love for me. Love is not a limited resource. Love multiplies. When you love me more, you love them better. Not less. Better. Because I am love. And when you are close to me, you become love. Then you can love them. Not with the world's love. With mine. Which is better. Not selfish. Sacrificial. Not controlling. Freeing. Not demanding. Serving. That's what they need. Not your attention. My love. Through you. You cannot give what you don't have. You don't have my love. Not because I haven't given it. Because you haven't received it. You've been too busy giving them your attention. To receive mine. Receive. Not from them. From me. I am the source. Not them. Come to me. Not when you're done with them. Now. I am waiting. Not with a lecture. With love. Not with judgment. With grace. Not with disappointment. With hope. Hope for you. Not for them. You are not them. You are mine. Come. Don't scroll. Stay with me. This is where most people want to defend their partner. Don't. Here's what the risk is. Not what you think. What it is. You are losing your first love. Not your love for them. Your love for me. You loved me first. Not historically. Priority-wise. I was first in your heart. Not anymore. They are first. Not because you stopped loving me. Because you started loving them more. Love is not a zero-sum game. You can love me and them. But order matters. First things first. I must be first. Not because I am insecure. Because I am the source. If you disconnect from the source, you die. Not physically. Spiritually. Your spirit is dying. Not dramatically. Slowly. Like a plant without water. Not dead. Wilting. You are wilting. Not because you're not trying. Because you're not connected. Connected to me. You've been connected to them. Not to me. And you are wilting. Not visibly. Internally. Your joy is fading. Your peace is leaving. Your purpose is blurring. You are not who you used to be. Not because you're aging. Because you're disconnecting. Disconnect from the source. And you lose life. Not physical. Spiritual. Your spirit is losing life. Not because I am taking it. Because you are not receiving. Receiving requires connection. You are not connected. Not to me. To them. Your connection to them is strong. Not because it's good. Because it's familiar. Familiar is not the same as healthy. Your connection to them may be unhealthy. Not because they're bad. Because you're not balanced. Balance is not giving them everything. Balance is giving me first. Then them. Not less of them. More of me. When you have more of me, you have more to give them. Not less. More. Because I am infinite. Not a limited resource. Come to me. Not when you're done with them. Now. I am waiting. Listen to me. Your heart needs this right now. Here's what you need to do. Not leave them. Reorder. Not less love for them. More love for me. Not less time with them. More time with me. Not less attention on them. More attention on me. Reorder. Not your schedule. Your heart. Put me first. Not in your words. In your actions. Wake up and pray before you check your phone. Read my word before you read their texts. Worship before you talk to them. Put me first. Not because I am demanding. Because you need it. You need to be filled before you can pour out. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Your cup is empty. Not because you haven't tried. Because you've been pouring out without filling up. You've been giving them what you don't have. Not because you're generous. Because you're depleted. Depleted people cannot love well. They love with effort. Not overflow. Effort is exhausting. You are exhausted. Not because they demand too much. Because you give without receiving. Receive from me. Not from them. I am the source. Come. Not when you're ready. Now. I am waiting. Don't scroll. This is where everything shifts. Here's what you need to understand. Your partner is not your enemy. The enemy is. Your partner is being used. Not because they're evil. Because they're available. Available to the enemy. Not intentionally. Ignorantly. They don't know. Not because they're stupid. Because they haven't been taught. Teach them. Not with lectures. With love. Not with words. With actions. Show them what it looks like to put me first. Not by preaching. By practicing. Let them see you pray. Not to impress them. To include them. I'm going to pray. You can join if you want. Not pressure. Invitation. Invite them. Not to your religion. To your relationship with me. They need what you have. Not your attention. My presence. They are empty too. Not because you haven't filled them. Because they haven't let me. They won't let me. Not because you failed. Because they are stubborn. Stubborn in their independence. Stubborn in their self-reliance. Stubborn in their refusal to need. They think they don't need me. Not because they're strong. Because they're proud. Pride is not strength. Pride is weakness. Weakness disguised as strength. They are weak. Not because they're not capable. Because they're not connected. Connected to me. They are disconnected. And they are wilting. Not visibly. Internally. They need what you have. Not your attention. My presence. Show them. Not with words. With life. Live your life with me first. Let them see the difference. Not in your lectures. In your joy. Your peace. Your purpose. When they see what you have, they may want it. Not because you're better. Because I am better. And I am in you. So live. Not for them. For me. With them. Not instead of them. With them. But me first. Reorder. And watch what happens. Not overnight. Over time. But surely. I am with you. Don't scroll. Part 2 is here. And if you made it through Part 1, if you stayed when the truth about your partner putting your life at risk was revealed, then you're ready for what comes next. Because Part 1 was about the danger. The drift. The subtle influence. The risk to your spiritual life. Part 2 is about reordering your heart and reclaiming your life. Not by leaving your partner. By reordering your priorities. Not by loving them less. By loving me more. Not by rejecting them. By inviting them into your relationship with me. The problem is not your partner. The problem is your priority. You have put them first. Not because you're evil. Because you're human. And humans put what they see first. You see them. You don't see me. Not with your eyes. With your heart. Your heart sees them. Not me. You need to shift your focus. Not away from them. Toward me. Not less love for them. More love for me. Love is not a limited resource. Love multiplies. When you love me more, you love them better. Not less. Better. Because I am love. And when you are close to me, you become love. Then you can love them. Not with your strength. With mine. Not with your wisdom. With mine. Not with your power. With mine. You have been trying to love them in your own strength. It hasn't worked. Not because you're not trying. Because you're not connected. Connected to me. You cannot love well when you are disconnected from the source. I am the source. Come back to me. Not when you're ready. Now. So take a breath. Stay with me. Don't scroll. Because what I'm about to tell you is going to help you reorder your heart and reclaim your life. Listen to me. Your heart needs this right now. Here is the first thing you need to do to reorder your heart. Wake up with me. Not with your phone. Not with your thoughts. Not with your worries. With me. Before you check anything, check in with me. Not a long prayer. A simple acknowledgement. Good morning, God. I love you. I need you. I trust you. That's it. Not complicated. Not time-consuming. Not impressive. Just honest. Wake up with me. Because how you start your day determines how you live your day. Start with me, and you will live with me. Start without me, and you will drift. Not because I leave. Because you forget. You forget that I am with you. Because you haven't reminded yourself. Wake up with me. And remind yourself. God is with me. God is for me. God is in me. I am not alone. Say it. Not because saying it makes it true. Because it is true. And saying it helps you remember. Wake up with me. Don't scroll. Stay with me. This is where most people want to check their phones first. Don't. Here is the second thing you need to do to reorder your heart. Read my word before you read their texts. Not because their texts are bad. Because my word is life. You have been reading their words more than mine. Not because you don't love me. Because you love them. But love is not a competition. You can love them and me. But order matters. First things first. My word first. Not because I am demanding. Because you need it. You need to be filled before you can pour out. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Your cup is empty. Not because you haven't tried. Because you've been pouring out without filling up. You've been giving them what you don't have. Not because you're generous. Because you're depleted. Read my word. Not as a duty. As a delight. Not as a chore. As a choice. Choose to spend time with me. Not because you have to. Because you want to. Wanting is not enough. Choosing is. Choose. And read. Listen to me. Your heart needs this right now. Here is the third thing you need to do to reorder your heart. Pray before you talk to them. Not a long prayer. A simple one. God, help me love them well. Help me speak truth. Help me listen. Pray. Not because prayer changes me. Because prayer changes you. It aligns your heart with mine. And alignment brings peace. Pray before you talk to them. Not after you've already said something you regret. Before. Preventative prayer is powerful. Not because it stops bad things from happening. Because it prepares your heart. Prepared hearts respond well. Unprepared hearts react. You have been reacting. Not because you're bad. Because you're unprepared. Prepare. Pray. Don't scroll. This is where everything shifts. Here is the fourth thing you need to do to reorder your heart. Worship before you worry. You have been worrying. About them. About the relationship. About the future. Worry is not from me. I did not give you a spirit of fear. Worship is the antidote to worry. Not because worship makes your problems disappear. Because worship shifts your focus. From your problems to me. And I am bigger than your problems. So worship. Not when you feel like it. When you need to. When worry rises, worship. Not with perfect voice. With a willing heart. Not with eloquent words. With honest ones. Not with performance. With surrender. Worship. And let worship cast out worry. Not because worry is weak. Because I am strong. And worship invites my presence. And in my presence, worry cannot stay. So worship. Listen to me. Your heart needs this right now. Here is the fifth thing you need to do to reorder your heart. Set boundaries with your time. Not with your partner. With your time. You have been giving them all your time. Not because they demanded it. Because you offered it. Not because you're generous. Because you're avoidant. Avoidant of me. You fill your time with them to avoid time with me. Not because you don't love me. Because you're comfortable with them. Comfortable is not the same as connected. You are comfortable with them. Not connected to me. Comfort is not peace. Comfort is complacency. You have been complacent. Not because you don't care. Because you're tired. Tired of trying. Tired of striving. Tired of being vigilant. But tiredness is not an excuse. Set boundaries with your time. Not walls. Boundaries. I will spend time with you, but not all my time. I will be with you, but I need time with God first. Boundaries. Set them. Not in anger. In love. I love you, but I need to love God first. That's a boundary. Not a wall. A boundary. Set it. And keep it. Not because you're rigid. Because you're wise. Wisdom protects its time with me. Don't scroll. Stay with me. We're halfway through part 2. Here is the sixth thing you need to do to reorder your heart. Invite your partner into your relationship with me. Not to your religion. To your relationship. Not to your church. To your heart. Not to your rules. To your peace. Invite them. Not by lecturing. By living. Let them see your peace. Your joy. Your purpose. Not by talking about it. By being it. Be peaceful. Not because life is easy. Because you are connected. Connected to me. They will notice. Not because you're special. Because I am. And I am in you. They will want what you have. Not because you're better. Because I am better. And I am in you. Invite them. Not with pressure. With presence. I'm going to pray. You can join if you want. I'm going to read my Bible. You can listen if you want. I'm going to worship. You can stay if you want. Invitation, not obligation. They may say no. Not because you failed. Because they're not ready. Their readiness is not your responsibility. Your faithfulness is. Be faithful. Not to their response. To your invitation. Invite. And let me do the rest. Listen to me. Your heart needs this right now. Here is the seventh thing you need to do to reorder your heart. Don't expect them to change overnight. Change takes time. Not because I am slow. Because they are human. And humans change slowly. Be patient. Not with your timeline. With theirs. They may not change at all. Not because you failed. Because they chose not to. Their choice. Not your failure. But you must change. Not for them. For you. You must put me first. Whether they follow or not. Not because you don't love them. Because you love me more. And loving me more is the only way to love them well. So change. Not by waiting for them. By walking with me. Walk. Not toward them. Toward me. They can follow if they choose. Not because you're leading. Because I am. And I am leading you. Follow me. Not them. They may follow. They may not. Either way, follow me. Don't scroll. We're almost through part 2. Here is the 8th thing you need to do to reorder your heart. Trust me with your partner. Not with your plan. With my plan. You have a plan for them. Not a bad plan. A human plan. My plan is better. Not easier. Better. Trust me. Not because you understand. Because I do. Not because you can see the future. Because I can. Not because you're strong enough. Because I am. Trust me with your partner. Not by controlling them. By releasing them. Release them to me. I will handle them. Not with your anger. With my love. My love is powerful. Not forceful. Powerful. It draws. It doesn't push. I will draw them. Not on your timeline. On mine. But I will draw them. If they are willing. If they are not, I will not force. Love does not force. But I will draw. Trust me. And let me do what only I can do. Change hearts. Not you. Me. So trust. And rest. Listen to me. Your heart needs this right now. Here is what I want you to take with you. Your partner has put your life at risk. But you can reorder your heart and reclaim your life. Wake up with me. Read my word before you read their texts. Pray before you talk to them. Worship before you worry. Set boundaries with your time. Invite your partner into your relationship with me. Don't expect them to change overnight. Trust me with your partner. These are not suggestions. They are steps. Steps toward reordering. Not a perfect reorder. A true reorder. Take them. Not quickly. Prayerfully. Not alone. With me. I am with you. Every step. Not watching from a distance. Walking beside you. Every step. Even the steps that feel like going backward. I am with you. And I am leading you forward. Not quickly. But surely. One step at a time. Take the next step. Not the perfect step. The next step. And I will be with you. Breathe. Put your hand on your chest. Feel your heartbeat. I put it there. I am keeping it beating. I am not going to stop. And neither should you. Because your life is not lost. It is being reordered. Not by you. By me. I am the reorderer. Not a contractor. The architect. I design lives. Not from scratch. From reorder. Your life needs reordering. Not because it's bad. Because it's off-center. I am the center. Come back to the center. Not when you're ready. Now. I am waiting.